As soon as all the snow starts to melt, everyone starts to get excited about getting their lawn greened up and gets excited about summer and spring especially. But we've got some very good aids to help you get your lawn looking as good as possible as quickly as you can. And one of those is our 5-step lawn program. Now, I've got copies of the 5-step lawn program here at the store, but you can also go onto our web page, and I've got it posted there on the web page as well too. And it just walks you step by step through our entire lawn program and tells you what to put on, what time of year, and exactly when to do it. So it just kind of breaks it down, makes it really easy and very simple. And we've got some great products that you can apply, or you can call and have some of our applicators come out and make the applications for you. So we have a crew of experienced and licensed fertilizer applicators, and they will do all kinds of applications for you. And for a 5,000 square foot lawn, ends up costing anywhere between $28 to $30 per application, and we come out 5 to 7 times, and we'll do applications of fertilizer, insecticides, weed control, you name it. It's a program that we can customize to your specific needs, and we can do all kinds of different things. But if you want to do it yourself, this is how to do it. So we've got the lawn program here or online. If you want to go to AndersonSeedandGarden.com, you can't miss it. It's right there, bold. You can find the lawn program, or you can just search it on our search engine. Finds everything really easy. But the first application, very good fertilizer. We like to do it sometime between St. Patrick's Day and Easter, and so sometime in the middle of March through the middle part of April is the best time to put your first application on. And we definitely recommend a good fertilizer. Like over here we've got our 16-16-16. This is our Anderson's Best 16-16-16. Great fertilizer to start the year off with. It has a balanced fertilizer with a little bit of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in there. Great for the lawns, also good for shrubs, flower beds, gardens. It's just a great general purpose fertilizer to help get things started for the year, and to kind of green things up and get them looking good. And 16-16's not too expensive, covers a lot of area, and does a great job to start the year off with. If you want to do something a little bit different and put a pre-emergent on, the Fertilome Weed and Feed with Dimension right here, this is a brand new product from Fertilome. It has an excellent fertilizer in it, great spring fertilizer to start things off, but it has a 3-month pre-emergent in it also. And what the pre-emergent does is it stops new weeds from coming up. It won't affect weeds that are there already. When you think about a weed and feed, traditionally you think of a fertilizer that's going to kill weeds and fertilize at the same time. But this one kind of works a little bit differently, where it prevents new weeds from coming up. So it won't kill any existing weeds, but it'll stop new ones from coming up, especially weedy grasses and quite a few broadleaf weeds as well too. So you apply the Weed and Feed with Dimension from Fertilome. You want to get that watered in fairly quickly. If it doesn't rain immediately after you put it on, that's fine, but within a few days you want to get that watered in, and then it's going to start killing those weed seeds. As the seeds pop open and the germ comes out and wants to root, it actually kills those seeds so that you don't have all these weeds coming up. Works especially well on crabgrass, spurge, foxtail, goosegrass, a lot of those weedy grasses that show up in the middle of summer. The Fertilome Weed and Feed with Dimension does a great job on that. If you want a more traditional weed and feed, then we definitely recommend the Weed Free Zone. The Weed Free Zone is one of our all-time favorite products. It has just the best fertilizer that's available on the market. It's got a nice dose of iron in there to really green your lawn up and get it looking good. But the weed killer that's in there, the Weed Free Zone, that will kill the most difficult broadleaf weeds that are out there. Works on morning glory, works on wild violets, thistles, mallow, clover, just works on all kinds of different weeds. But the great thing about the Weed Free Zone is it works in cooler temperatures. So even though our daytime temperatures are colder in March and early April, when we should be applying this, the Weed Free Zone will work as long as the daytime temperatures are in probably about the 50-degree range. So 50 degrees and above, the Weed Free Zone will work great. So if we're getting daytime temperatures in the low 50s, maybe even the high 40s, and the Weed Free Zone will work great. And that will work up to about 90, 95 degrees, and then it gets too hot. So if you're getting daytime temperatures hotter than that in the middle of the summer, then you probably don't want to use the Weed Free Zone. But in the springtime it works great. It works on all those really hard to kill weeds that just the most difficult ones to control out there, and it works excellent in cold temperatures. So we can get very good early results with the weed-free zone. Now don't forget, we've got our 5-step lawn program here at the store. If you want to stop in and pick one up, we can give you a copy of that. You can put it on your fridge and keep track of it all summer. Kind of goes by the holidays. So like I said, our first application should go on sometime between St. Patrick's Day and Easter, and it breaks down the whole year by the holidays. And it's also available online if you want to pick that up off of our webpage. You can find it right there on our webpage. And also, don't forget, we do a lot of applications here at Anderson Seed and Garden. We've got licensed and experienced applicators that can come out and do the applications for you. Ends up running about, for a 5,000 square foot lawn, probably about $30 an application throughout the year. And we'd be glad to take care of that for you. So as the weather breaks and the snow starts to melt and spring really arrives, it's a great time to get outside and really get your lawn off on the right foot.